Hi, it's Maureen McCann from Promotion Career Solutions, and I'm here with another job search tip for you today. So a client recently wrote into me and asked, Maureen, the job I've been waiting for many years has just opened up. I'm excited and I'd like to submit my application, but the hiring manager wants me to submit documents along with my salary expectations. What should I do? So my immediate response is, my thinking anyway, is this is not a conversation you want to have at this point. Salary negotiation is something that takes place after the job has been offered. So if you find yourself in this position where someone's asking you for salary expectations before an offer has been made, here are a couple of things that you can consider using in how you have that conversation. So the first thing that I suggest is try to be a little bit non-specific. So you might say something like, I'm sure you're an organization that pays a fair wage. I'd be interested in having this conversation once the job is offered. This way, you're demonstrating that you're a pretty smart person and that you recognize that salary negotiation is something that's supposed to take place after the job has been offered. This may not be what the employer is looking for. So you want to have a backup plan for this, but this is just one way of trying to scoot the conversation to a later date and time. The next thing that you should do is really research the position so that you have a good understanding of what the fair market value would be for a job like this. And so your thinking there is really understanding what the supply and demand is in the market. So are you the type of person who has a skill set that is very high in demand, or is your market currently flooded with people who do the exact same job as you and they could, be picking someone tomorrow for the job at a much lower rate? So it's really important to have a good understanding of what the market will pay for a position. And then the third thing that I would suggest is if you're really stuck and they're putting a little bit of pressure on, because you've done this research, you'll have a good idea of what fair market value is. So try and give them a bit of a range. Usually, again, depending on the position, it could be a very wide range or it could be a very narrow range, but give them a sense of what it is that you're looking for. So again, you don't ideally want to find yourself in the situation where you're talking about salary in advance, because you don't want an employer to be comparing you to someone who may have more experience but be willing to do it for less. Your job in the job interview is to make sure that they feel very confident that they can trust you to do the job that you're being asked to do for whatever the salary happens to be. So again, you'd prefer to have this conversation a little bit later on, but here are some tips that you can consider if you do find yourself in this situation. I hope that's helpful. If you have more questions about job search, please drop a comment below and I'll do my best to answer any questions that you have. Again, I'm Maureen from Promotion Career Solutions. Thank you so much for listening and I hope to talk again soon.